Now it's time to choose your role on the coaching staff. Whatever role you decide on, you'll receive new coaching opportunities. Here, you can create your own coach, or now you need to choose your coach's archetype. As a motivator, you'll be focused on developing and inspiring your players. Recruiters excel in finding and bringing in new talent to their programs. Tacticians maximize your team's chances of success on game day with their understanding of the X's and O's. Make sure you review your athletic director expectations often. They are the key to the success of your program, as completing some expectations will give you Dynasty points that you can use to shape your Dynasty blueprint. Your expectations will change annually and get more difficult. Welcome to Staged Recruiting. Like previous years, recruiting follows 3 important stages. Stage 1 is adding players to your recruiting board where you can gain intel on their values and what they want from a school. It is important to make the right offer to the right players. Each player has their own NIL expectations. Offering more than their expected NIL could give you a weekly bonus, but offering less than expected could give your school a negative influence hit. Stage 2 begins once you're in a recruit's top 5, and this is when you begin selling your program to them. One key difference this year is that as a part of your scholarship, you can give recruits NIL, which may give you weekly bonuses if it meets the recruit's valuation. Finally, Stage 3 is all about closing in on a recruit by hosting them on campus and emphasizing your school's specific strengths to get a commitment from them before signing day. Welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Temple Owls and the Toledo Rockets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Rockets kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Owls offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll keep it on second down. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Quick release by the QB. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but
caught, and he's got room.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground with the counter. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Smith takes the handoff. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Temple.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Rockets offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. We expect to see plenty of this guy and Corey Smith. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Richter. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Here's the heat, and they got him.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Defense showing blitz here. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Richter. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Unleashes one. A spectacular one-hand grab.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Running inside, it's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Newell. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Richter. Fires toward the target. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Toledo.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. That last connection left him a little short of the 1st down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Hey, listen, I'm going to look across the board if I'm a quarterback, and I'm going to find my matchups, and I got man-to-man, and I got a corner route. I throw that thing towards the sideline, let my receiver do the rest, and he does. Goes up and catches the football while he's being guarded and contested. That's a tough catch.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Clark. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end. Where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Temple lines up quickly.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Big guy smells it, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
To the air, it's Richter. Got a man, it's Crosby. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give is to Smith. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations,
makes the grab in their space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Rockets trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the back. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Keep it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Owls getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to pass. Pulls it in. It's Clark. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. On target. At midfield, he's got room. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. over to your game inside the Glass Bowl. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Glass Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Richter. Got it in the middle. It's Simpson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get him.
The run inside. It's Smith. Might have a chance. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Rockets look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. On the draw, it's Miller. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Rockets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. Makes a catch. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. On the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. He'll try the left side. Maybe some room here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. This time he wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. On his feet at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Grabbed over the middle at Simpson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Rushes on him, and here's a fumble way behind the line. A loose pigskin in the end zone. Defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21 to 13. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off play action. Fires to the middle. It's complete.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man, it's Richter. Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. That last play might have helped the completion percentage, but not the attempt to get the first down. They'll try it here on third. Got it set up on the outside. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain its fourth down. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This quarterback, part of their running game. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on this time. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Bond. Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Crosby. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Miller with the ball. There's some room. Picks up the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Richter. Just a short pass to the tight end.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Running inside, it's Miller. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Rockets. And they take it in for 6 more points.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Now score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. He might want another play. From the gun, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And the defense drags him down.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got
maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
great.